The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit.
Massive day, and this guy is already in hot water, drowning in drama, and he can't even swim. He straight up quit streaming and dropped a video breaking down why he pulled the plug, putting everything on the table with no filter.
For the past few weeks, I have been uploading videos to my secret channel this entire time. And if you guys want to see what I've been going on, click the top link in the description. It's called Kai's Mind.
Basically, he packed up, flew out to Italy, and said streaming was done so he could lock in on his clothing company, chase the bag, and switch lanes completely. The move caught everyone off guard, and the timeline feels wild. But that's the path he says he's on right now. So here's the thing. Cenat hasn't gone live in a long minute, and people online started whispering and guessing like crazy. But nothing was ever confirmed, and it stayed pure internet talk. No real facts, just timelines and silence. So let's keep it fair.
Spontaneous. How do I pronounce that? Oftentimes when I don't know what a word is pronounced, I get to look at how it's pronounced and what it even means.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. The condition of being spontaneous. Spontaneity. False what does that mean?
Dichotomy.
Meanwhile, Cenat popped back into the spotlight, dropping his merch line called VIT, while his loudest critic over on Kick Chab stayed chirping from the sidelines. Cenat also announced his clothing brand, Brad Vit, putting the fashion move out there before any other big projects people keep bringing up. On top of that, Kai showed off this small black book, almost like a Death Note-style journal, packed with his sketches and creative ideas. And honestly, it was clean to see. The VIT website matched the vibe too, with the book animation moving around like an open journal, super slick and intentional. But here's where the drama really kicked off, because Cenat wrapped his video by saying, "Thank you to everyone who supports me no matter what." And that one line had the internet reading between every single word. Always remember you can do everything you put your mind to. That message sits right in the description, and the channel's called Kai's Mind, with his second channel also getting a lot of love because it's actually solid content. He's clearly locked in on self-growth, trying to level up instead of just talking about it. He's lifting heavy, reading at least 15 minutes a day, studying habits, and working on how he speaks, so he sounds sharper and more confident. It even shows during the process because Cenat had moments where he had to stop and look up certain words while reading, proving this is a real learning journey, not some fake motivation talk. And a bunch of people online started hating just because he didn't know what spontaneity or spontaneous meant, which is wild when you really think about it. I'm a villain, not a monster. And yeah, that line fits, because clowning someone who's actively trying to level up is strange behavior. Going at a dude who's learning in real time makes no sense, especially when he's putting in effort and not faking the grind. It's like mocking someone the moment they step into the gym instead of respecting the fact they showed up at all. Growth doesn't happen overnight. And this is literally how people teach themselves new things. Step by step, mistake by mistake. There's really nothing to mock here at all. The world would honestly be a way better place if more people humbled themselves and moved like this instead of pretending they know everything. We're in a weird era where learning is treated like a joke, but if I don't know a word, I'm looking it up too. No shame in that at all. What's supposed to be funny about wanting more knowledge? Seriously, the book was solid. The effort was real, and anyone hating on someone actively trying to better themselves is just moving backwards. Plain and simple. What I'm saying is this. Look, boom, Kai's Mind. The whole thing has this low-budget charm to it. Almost messy, but in a good way. It feels raw, unpolished, and genuine. Like early 2006 YouTube vibes where people just hit record and spoke from the heart instead of chasing perfection. That rough edge is actually what makes it hit harder and feel more real. People really tried to clown him like he never finished a book in his life. Pulling that same energy we've seen before when famous athletes got questioned about reading. You remember those moments. It's always this weird gotcha game online, but this time it doesn't really land. Kai dropped around 83 videos on his second channel alone, And let's be real, with that kind of consistency, there's a strong chance he actually finished a book during that whole run. That's effort, not talk, and the timeline backs it up. A tweet about all this ended up going super viral too, throwing even more eyes on the situation. Now when it comes to Kai, Rue, and Twitch overall, in my opinion, the culture they helped shape turned into non-stop chaos. It became loud, fast, and centered around shock value, with young audiences chasing reactions instead of substance, which is a serious issue. That influence didn't happen on purpose, but it definitely left a mark. And the long-term impact on online behavior is something people are going to analyze heavily over the next 10 to 15 years, no doubt about it. Anyway, best of luck with the clothing move. For real, if you look back at Kayat's old content, let's just say it was rough. And compared to that, even poop in the butt would have been a compliment back then. But this new direction he's pushing is way more calculated, and you can't ignore the strategy at all. Pulling what looks like a heist of the century, hyping everything up, begging for 1 million subs, then telling everyone to check out the drop is honestly a wild play, and you kinda gotta respect the hustle. People love to say streamers are losers, but if you really break it down, he hit 1 million subs, disappeared from streaming for 3 months, then popped back up with a clothing brand ready to squeeze even more money out of his audience. From his fans' point of view, bro really thinks he's some Rick Owens level final boss, moving mysterious and artsy on purpose. You skip to the end of the video and boom, it's basically a slick clickbait ad for the new clothing line. No secrets there. His friend Rice did something similar, made his own brand, and that clearly sparked something because the influence is obvious. Big news for the unemployed, and the internet is eating every second of it up. Me reading this like, wait, so he's not allowed to be human now? Or what is this guy even mad about? The energy makes no sense at all, like calm down and take that Tony Montana poster off your wall immediately. Talking like he's bigger than Virgil is insane. Jesus Christ, that comparison alone tells me everything I need to know. I swear I just found the craziest hype writer on the whole platform. No debate about it. People yelling cuff him and telling others to react to a dude reading books for 20 minutes a day after quitting streaming is pure comedy. Imagine being mad at self-improvement. That's next level goofy behavior. Obviously though, let's be real, this part was straight trolling. Nothing more, nothing less. And the internet ran with it like always. Give credit where it's due, Kai and Kayat are extremely influential, especially within the Black community. And that reach is no joke at all. At this point, the way people act, you'd think encouraging reading was some forbidden activity, which is wild when you really think about it. Kayat even changed his Instagram bio from I stream to I create. And yeah, nobody fully knows what that means yet, but it's clearly intentional and meant to spark reactions. It's vague, it's bold, and it definitely gets people talking whether they like it or not. Of course, that shift pulled in more noise, with XQC and the debate bunker jumping into the mix almost instantly. Some of those reactions felt less about logic and more about personal frustration spilling out online. The whole situation turned into another internet spectacle, with everyone racing to drop a take instead of slowing down and actually processing what's happening. Despite supposedly having ridiculous money sitting on a flash drive, XUC actually seems supportive here, or at the very least, he's not hating. And that already says a lot. He's even learning how to sew and properly work on his merch, which shows he's putting effort into the craft instead of cutting corners. That kind of hands-on approach deserves some credit, no matter how you slice it. We can be skeptical about the merchandise all we want, that's fair and healthy. But on this channel, we're never going to hate on someone who's genuinely trying to better themselves, especially through reading and improving how they speak. Big props to ENA for taking the plunge and working on his vernacular, because growth like that should always be respected. If you're rocking with this perspective, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more breakdowns like this, because it really helps keep the channel moving forward.